make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Sticking up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands down here, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavily, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get on go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get on go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh, then the juke move. Heisman stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Gotta like that start, 14 yards to get him going. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before and then didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Von Bell up to make the tackle. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And that nearly intercepted. For a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
On one, right? 11.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Here we go. Get on him.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
11 MT, tape. 11
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here we go. 11 MT, tape.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets caught free.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Burrow. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
12, 11 empty, 11 empty.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Again, it's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. He will find his man Chase complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12.
14 more yards. That's another.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Another try for Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Here's Jordan Stout now. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
11. Hey, we got to go score. Let's go. 11.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow being chased out left. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Here we go.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. He's got Hurst as tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Get set. 11.
Here's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Jackson now. He's going to take another shot here. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Khalif Raymond, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode. This is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 52 yards on the ground for him so far.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing is Jackson. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Tucker's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
12.
Now it's Burrow. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
12.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 39, Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Here we go, here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
11 MT. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT. Paint. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT. 11 MT.
From the 38,
Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. Down inside the 10.
touchdown Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and this is going to be incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken around the 12. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Burrow. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11,
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
It's Mixon on the counter. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Play action. It's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. McPherson's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
You did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jackson. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Jackson's throw brought in here by Bateman. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 2nd and 2. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he stopped immediately there. The Ravens on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
70 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Dobbins.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
David Ojabo running in to take him down.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
12, 11 empty. Stop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And on 4th down, Ottage, the punt team sending this one away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Jackson.
Rolling to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The slot man in motion right.
11 mighty.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
Fucking lucky. I did not mean to throw that goddamn pass.
To go.
Here we go.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Mixon running wide side. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now it's Burrow. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little a little extra on top.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do a little bit better, a little cleaner.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets so I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into $1 million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing that when